Welcome back to a new Pick a Card Love Tarot reading, my dear Livy loves. I'm so happy that you're here. Today we are going to be answering the question, what has your person realized about your connection? So whether they're your twin flame, your soulmate, or your beloved, the labels don't matter. All that matters is the love that you feel, the connection that you have, and the relationship that you want, whether you are looking to unite or reunite with that special person. We are here to get you clarity and confidence so you can move forward in a powerful way and step into your greatness, not just when it comes to love, but when it comes to leading your best life. So if you are new to this channel, I'm Dr. V. I am so happy to have you on board. And with that said, let's jump right into your card choices. So today's theme is going to be angels. So I feel like this is more of a pick an angel reading, not just pick a card. So I have three angels here for you: angel of love, angel of balance, and angel of strength. I'm going to show you each one. So if you'd like to meditate on each one, see which one you feel most intuitively guided to. You can pick 1, 2, 3, or you can pick them all and take the messages that resonate for your situation and leave the rest. Now, if you would like to have specific guidance on what's going on in your journey, because this is a general reading and not everything is going to resonate for you, that's what a personal reading is for. If you would like to have one with me or order any of the oracle decks that I've created for you, which I will show you later on at the end of your reading, you can learn more about everything in the box below, as well as you can go to livetarot.com. All right, so let's take a look at group number 1, angel of love. Group number 2, angel of balance. And group number 3, angel of strength. All right, go ahead and make your selection, and we'll start with angel of love. All right, my beautiful group 1 who chose angel of love, here is your reading, where we are going to find out what has your person realized about this connection. And we're going to start with your tarot. So we have the 9 of Earth, or the 9 of Pentacles. We have the Messenger of Earth, or the Knight of Pentacles. And we have the Strength card. Interesting. All right, so one of the things that I'm feeling right now, very much so, from your person is one of the things that they have realized. And it's also coming through a bit as a regretful energy here. It's like they feel like they have realized that with where they are or where they have been in their life so far, that it's like they can't give you the kind of life that you so deserve to have. So there's something here about a disconnect between the two of you when it comes to connection, romance, intimacy, and that special feeling that you have in your heart of being in love, of having that desire for one another. There's like a disconnect between the desire and the love and the tangibility, which is like, how do I take these feelings and make them into a real life together? So this is why I'm feeling that there is, for your person, what they have realized is that there's a lot of practical issues involved here. This is why we're getting a lot of earth energy, right? 9 of Earth and Messenger of Earth. So there's definitely a slower moving energy coming through here, because the Messenger of Earth is definitely a slow progress, right? Very step by step, very measured. So I do feel that your person has realized that, you know, in order for this to come together, The process has definitely been slow because, again, they feel that there's something here where there's a lack of independence with this Nine of Earth. That there's some sort of an independence that your person needs to first have in order to make your love really work in the real world. So there's a lot of this energy of kind of like the 5D versus the 3D, right? So I feel like right now, many of you, your connection may feel very strong in the 5D. And what I mean by 5D is that it feels very strong at that intuitive level, at the vibrational level, at the level of energy. So it's feeling very strong there. And this is why I feel like for many of you, you're definitely seeing synchronicities. You might be seeing repeating numbers. You might be having dreams. Sometimes the dreams come true, right? Like you're seeing this person. You may be seeing their initials, or you may be hearing their name or seeing their name everywhere. There's definite things like that is going on. Now, the issue here, though, is that the bridge between 5D and 3D, and the 3D world is what's coming up here, right? All of this earth energy is all about the three-dimensional, the material world in front of you, right? So issues of distance, home, family, any kind of third-party situation, the ability to be financially free. I feel like there is a bridge here between your 5D love and your 3D reality, and your person has realized that this bridge is much more vulnerable than it should be, as in they're feeling like that bridge is very difficult. They're having a hard time bridging from their thoughts and feelings and the connection they feel and making that real. Now, for some of you, I feel like the reason for this is that your person is in some form of a situation where they may be stuck in many ways, and they just don't have the strength to get out. So there's a special message here for those of you who are in third-party situations, and it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be. It can be that your person is stuck in some sort of a marriage or a commitment or a relationship that they are unhappy in, very deeply unhappy is what I'm feeling. A lot of misery. For some of you, I feel like your person may be in some sort of situation that is about convenience, like as in like there's either kids involved or their finances are very, very complicated, as in your person may want to, like, and they may have wanted to for a long time. I'm feeling that for those of you who are in this situation, your person wanted to leave this, whatever it is. Sometimes I feel like for some of you it's like a living arrangement, for some of you it's an actual legal marriage, but it's been over for a long time. It's more like a roommate situation, but there's something here that your person has wanted to leave for a very long time, for those of you who are in that situation, and they've wanted to leave even before they met you. Okay, so it's like, but they've never had the strength. And now it's like they are feeling this very, very deep need to make this connection real, or to leave the situation they're in, but they're having a hard time finding the strength to do so. And this is why this is a very slow moving energy. And for many of you, I feel like whether the third party is romantic or another, like a spouse or a living situation that they haven't been able to leave just yet, but they've been planning to for a long time, or if it's any kind of family situation, because again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It can be your family, your mom, your dad, your siblings, just responsibilities. I feel like for many of you, it's also very financial. Like your person, if they left the situation, or if they try to make your connection real, there would be some sort of financial fallout. And so this is why they're realizing that there's a lot to be lost here with this Nine of Earth energy. And they're realizing and they're feeling that, what if I am able to come to you, but I come to you as not somebody who is stable in the world? Would you still want me? Like, would you still want me if I'm in a financial ruin. I'm, not stable. I don't have a home. I don't have a place to live. Where are we going to live? There's a lot of practical energy here coming from your person, right? They're realizing that they very much want to be with you, but they're realizing that the progress here from that amazing love or emotions that you both share into making this real, like being either, for some of you, I feel like there's a distance situation. So either being in the same location, moving in together, or getting married, or like coming closer to one another, or them leaving a certain situation or resolving a situation that needs to be resolved in their material world in order to be with you. That is what they're realizing is more difficult than they wanted it to be. So right now they're realizing that the struggle is real because they're having a hard time being strong about it, right? Like they're not finding their strength in order to find a solution to this. So what else are they realizing? Let's go in deeper here. What else is your person realizing about this connection and about, how they feel about you? Oh yeah, all right. So this is really interesting. So I feel that for some of you, there has been some form of a separation or some form of a stepping back from this connection. I feel that in doing so, there has been a lot of pain, because I feel even if you have both stepped back from this, you each are still observing each other, and they are definitely observing you. Okay, they're definitely, so it's like a stepping back, but it's not really a stepping back. It's more stepping back again in this earth energy, more stepping back in the 3D, where you might not see a lot of like concrete actions, but in that 5D, they have not stepped back. And I don't think you have either. So this is an issue where you both are kind of like, have gone into maybe your corners. You may even be silent, right? There may not even be contact, but you're still watching one another. You're still wanting to know what is going on. You're still longing for one another. And you're still hoping for some sort of a resolution here, okay? Still in hopes. There's a definite energy of hope that is coming through here, because see, this is the thing. If your person has gone into this cave, and maybe you have as well, it's like in that solitude, in that sense of trying to find a safe place in the world. I think this is the thing. I feel like one of the reasons why, one thing that they have really realized about you and this connection is that it's like you were both looking for a safe place. Neither of you, when you met and fell in love, felt that you were safe. I feel like you were mirroring each other in that kind of energy, the energy of not feeling entirely safe in this world, seeking to have comfort or sanctuary in somebody else, really wanting to have a partner who understands your fears. Because I do feel that one of the things that both of you do share in common is certain types of fears, certain types of experiences that you've both had that have been very difficult for you. I feel that both of you have shared this with one another, as in like you both, part of the reason why you feel so deeply for one another and you so deeply connect with one another is because there is some sort of shared experience here. You get one another. Okay, so they've realized that you are the only person who truly gets them. And so they see you as a sanctuary. They see you as a safe place. And I feel like over time, both of you have looked upon each other this way. Like both of you have come to the knowledge, to the understanding that you see each other as a safe place, as a sanctuary. And this is something that neither of you wants to lose. And what I find very interesting is look at again how much earth energy we're getting here. The symbolic nature of this cave, it's also part of the earth, right? It's a natural structure that occurs in the earth. It's a literal physical space for us to go and hide, right? Because I feel like both of you have gone through some sort of trauma in the past that has made you both want to hide from the world in some way. I feel that there have been disappointments, right? Some sort of heartbreaks, disappointments that made you seek sanctuary within one another. And even before you sought that or found that within one another, I feel like you looked for your own little cave of comfort. Okay, there was a cave of comfort that you were always looking for, looking to hide. Because sometimes when we feel very raw, when we feel like the world has done us wrong, and we all feel that, we all feel that because life is full of ups and downs. Oftentimes we are looking for some sort of place to hide, some place where we can feel comforted, safe. And so I feel that both of you were looking for that, and you did find that with one another. But now here's the thing, is that you know that in order to move forward, something has to change. So this is another thing that your person has realized or is realizing at this time. They're realizing that in order to truly move forward, even if it is slower, like with this messenger of earth, that there's a transformation in the situation that needs to take place. And that I think they've realized that unless something changes here, whether it's their own situation, whether it's your situation, whether it's both of your situations, somebody here needs to find the strength to change their situation for the better. Because I feel like until they do that, until they find the strength to transform the situation, the actual 3D situation, they will not be able to create a space for this relationship to flourish. As in, if somebody is still holding that other place in their life, they need to vacate that, right? Like they need to empty up that energy, empty up that space for you. And it may even be vice versa. You may have both of you may have that, but it's like you have to create the space. Without creating the space, how are you going to step into each other's lives? So one of the things that they're realizing is maybe in terms of moving forward, in creating that space, maybe you can get friends to help you. Do you have mutual friends? Do you have people who support both of you and who can help you to move forward? Because this may be important. This change, this transformation may not be possible doing it alone, okay? You both may need support from friends or family in order to make this transformation happen. So let's take a look at specific messages from them to you about what they have realized. I always look for you at airports as if we'll be at the same place in the world. Okay, so this to me, whether it's airports or anywhere else, this tells me that they are still looking for your energy, right? Like they want to be physically near you. And again, I feel like if you're in some form of a third party situation, like I said, it doesn't have to be romantic, any kind of obstacle, anything that is standing in the way that is keeping you physically separated, whatever that is, your person wants to be in your energy. Like they want proximity to you. They want you to be close to them, and they're feeling very alone without that. Like you, again, that sanctuary, right? It's not there for them. I cheated you out of real love. I ghosted you because of my own insecurities. Well, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if that is the truth here, because they may have had a hard time coming up with the strength, right, to get through whatever has been the reason for the struggle in this relationship. Your silence feels safer to me. I don't want to get hurt again. So remember I said there's some sort of energy here of people being silent or maybe having to step back, of maybe not talking. For some of you, I feel like there may have been words that were spoken here that is also kind of making silence feel safer. Silence also as part of this kind of cave, right? So for this energy right here, I feel like for some of you, there may have been a falling out. There may have been an argument. There may have been an ultimatum, okay? Again, that's a special message for some of you who are in third party situations. Maybe you or they gave an ultimatum saying it's time for you to choose. Are you going to choose me, or are you going to choose the other situation that is holding us back, whatever that situation may be? And because of that, it may have led to some sort of a big blow up or a big falling out. and now you're silent, right? Now you're silent and you're observing one another. You're kind of circling around each other. So let's take a look at what else they've realized, and we'll take a look at also, based on that realization, what actions would they like to take. So we had some extra ones fly out here, but look at this, okay? I think we knew this before. They see you as their home. See? And this is the same thing. Remember I said how both of you, when you met, you were looking for sanctuary. You were the type of people who kind of were in hiding, you know, because of what you had gone through in your lives. You were in some form of hiding. And you became each other's home. You became each other's sanctuary. This is where you both feel the most comfortable with one another. Okay, this is where you feel cozy, warm, secure with one another. And this is what they want to come back to again. They know, see, look at this. They know that they have tried to deny these feelings, these emotions that they have for you. They've tried to repress them, see? They've tried to reject them, especially for those of you who've been in a third-party situation. Your person has definitely tried very hard, or maybe you have tried very hard to repress or deny these emotions. But they're not staying down. They're not staying repressed. So right now, there's a process that's going on here between the two of you that is very much about needing to heal, and knowing that there may be a divine timing that is taking place here because of what's going on here. So I feel like I'm not seeing a ton of movement. Let me be honest. I'm not seeing a ton of movement here. Whenever we see divine timing, it's not telling us that there's a lot of forward movement happening. There's definitely healing that needs to be done. The feelings are there. The love is there. The desire to be there is there. But because, and I'm not surprised at all that we got this, because messenger of earth with divine timing, this is definitely a slower moving energy. Okay, so to be honest there, it's a slower moving energy. So, you know, this healing is all about your person or you, whoever is the one who may be in some sort of an obstacle, you know, kind of blocked situation. This is really about figuring your way out of it. Okay, the healing is also about being able to find the strength to take action to bring down the walls, bring down the obstacles that are in your path. And so that may take its sweet time. Okay, so let me know what you thought of your reading in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of these oracle decks, all of the links are also in the box below. If you haven't already, please do give this a thumbs up, a like. That really helps the channel, and subscribe if you feel like it resonated. And thank you so much for being here. Love you guys. I'll see you all on the next video. Okay, my beautiful group 2 who chose the Angel of Balance. Here is your reading on what your person has realized about this connection. We're going to start with your tarot. So we have the Queen of Fire or the Queen of Wands, the Six of Fire or the Six of Wands, and the Ace of Water or Ace of Cups. Beautiful energy coming through here, guys. Wow. All right, look at this. We have some fire energy as well as water energy. So this tells me that there's a lot of emotions and passion that your person is going through right now. There's a lot of inspiration, motivation to make some sort of a change, a desire for some sort of a new beginning that maybe has been a long time coming. As in, like, I feel like there's some energy coming through here of this relationship being extremely fiery and passionate. And you know, that has pros and cons, right? On the one hand, it feels like there's so much spark, right? There's so much deep connection. There's almost an intensity of energy here that you have never felt with other people. Okay, so this is why I feel like there's something in this connection that made you stop in your tracks. As in, when you guys met, it was like time stood still. You know how sometimes you get this feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm going about my day, boop-de-doop-de-doo, right? You know, and then you meet this person and you're like, whoa, wait a second. There's like this energy of like time standing still, even for a few moments, because it's like you feel like something big has changed. Okay, something big in your life has transformed, has changed in some way. You almost feel like your life will never be the same again after having met this person. This is why I feel that there is an extremely strong energy, a strong chemistry that is coming through here. Like when the two of you met, when you fell in love, literally you felt like it was a wrinkle in time, right? Something that just made everything stop in its tracks. It was a very overwhelming feeling. And with this Queen of Fire energy, it definitely came at a time when the two of you were very much in an energy of action in your lives. Like both of you were working towards certain things. You met at a time in your life where things were very busy for both of you, as in you weren't going through a phase of like calmness or a phase in your life where things were just kind of, quiet and flowing. No, that wasn't the case. When you met, there was a lot of fast moving energy going on in both of your lives. You guys maybe have been very much into careers, very much into taking action, doing things, moving your life forward, going, full force towards your goals, right? So it's almost like this was a very inconvenient time in the sense that you may not have felt that you had the time or the energy or the focus for this kind of connection. Like you were already being pulled in many different directions. You were already taking a lot of strides forward. So this came at an inconvenient time, but at the same time, because you were so busy, because you had so many things going on, this connection made you realize that maybe it's time to stop and smell the roses. Maybe it's time to take that break. Like it gave you that kind of rupture in time. It gave you that time is slowing down. Okay, everything is kind of slowing down because there's something about this person that is so different, so unique, so special. Ace of Wands, right? I feel that your person has realized that when they met you, they were trying to fill an emotional void in their life with action, with activities. You know how when you feel that you are not emotionally getting what you want, like you are starved for love, you are starved for attention, you are starved for maybe like even physical affection, simple things like hugs and hot coffees together, right? You're starved for that. You want that companionship, but because you don't have it, you are filling it with activities, right? You're filling that void with, okay, a very busy schedule. Oh, let me look at my planner. Let me look at my calendar. Oh, I have 5 things going on today. That's how your person was filling their time, because they didn't know how to quite open themselves up or fill that emotional void. And so what they've realized is that in meeting you, all of that kind of busy work, there's a lot of busy work that they were filling their lives with. Okay, work, going to the gym, hanging out with my friends, joining some groups and activities, trying to keep myself busy, maybe binge watching Netflix, right? They had a lot of things that they were filling up their time with in order to fill that emotional void. And so what they didn't realize, and what they have since realized from meeting you, is that they really wanted this Ace of Cups. They wanted a new emotional beginning. They wanted to fill the void because they knew that they were just busying themselves, but they weren't actually getting anywhere with the Six of Fire, the Six of Wands. It's like they were just taking little steps forward. They were trying to feel content in the steps forward that they were taking, but it wasn't truly emotionally satisfying in the way that they want. And so this is why they feel that in meeting you, the realization came very quickly that there was so much that they were missing out on. So much emotional intimacy, emotional satisfaction, emotional contentment that they were missing out on. And the lovely thing about this is that, you may have been doing the same thing. There may be a reflection energy here, a mirroring energy here, where both of you were kind of doing the same thing. And when you met, you kind of realized that, wow, this is what I was missing. Okay, this level of connection. This is what I was longing for, dreaming of, wanting, but trying to fill the void, right? I was making little tiny steps towards it, but I wasn't really fulfilling that beautiful potential of love. Like, I have a lot of love to give, but I didn't really have a person, a place, a situation in which to really open up and give it. Okay, so this is something that they have realized that they were doing. Let's go deeper. What else has your person realized about you and this connection? Wow, yep, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. So there's definitely an energy here of, for some of you, you may have been doing this. You may have been kind of, not ready or not wanting or not really letting yourself have that new beginning with that Ace of Cups energy because there was something in the past that needed to be released. Okay, there was something here. Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. So one of the reasons why maybe both of you, one or both of you, were kind of going around in circles with this, because we're also getting the round and round. Okay, so I feel like for some of you, there's definitely an energy of repetition here. So your person may have had issues with past relationships here, where they go round and round, as in they kind of revisit the same thing over and over again. I do feel that for some of you, and this may not be for everybody, that your person was also dealing with toxic exes that kept showing up in their life, where they were having a hard time letting go of these people. They were kind of playing out the same scenarios again and again with one person or more than one person in their life. So this was definitely a kind of like a chain of negativity that they really did need to break. Okay, so I feel that, again, with the Six of Fire, it's definitely like baby steps towards needing to break the chain, break the energy. And so that may have been another reason why your person was only kind of filling up their time and energy with actions, activities, things that, really kept them away from this new emotional beginning with this Ace of Water. And so I feel like they've realized now that it's time, to fully break this chain, because you may have realized this. I mean, you may have also seen this in them, right? That, wait a second, why are they so caught up with the past, right? Is there something in their past energy that they have not been able to fully release when it comes to past relationships, lingering exes, or if it's not even the physicality of a lingering ex, it's definitely their energy, right? There's something here where I feel that people from the past, exes, may still be triggering your person in some way. For some of you, I feel like there is some sort of a lingering ex person who tries to still come back into your person's energy. They try to provoke them. It could be an ex-spouse. For some of you, it could be that, they share children together, or they share some sort of financial, like there still may be like payments going on financially that is keeping your person kind of tied energetically to this spouse, ex-spouse or anybody who is still trying to kind of, keep their claws in them in some way. Even if they don't want them back necessarily, it's more like they want to control them, they want to influence them, they want to keep them in some sort of cycle of pain, right? Like they want to trigger them in some way. So I feel that this is why your person is also realizing that it's time for them to purify their life, as in it's time for them to literally clear this energy. So look, we're getting a lot of watery energy here, cups energy with rain and purification and water. So this is a really good thing. This tells me that your person is ready to start clearing away that negativity, right? By getting more into the flow of their emotional energy. They want to purify their life from whatever has been holding them back, especially if it's this energy right here. So they're going to need to do this if they really want to be with you, because see, I'm feeling that they've realized that they really do want this unity with you. Okay, they want to separate themselves from any of this kind of energy and come into union with you. See, you understand that the love shared with another is amplified and has a ripple effect across the universe. So this is beautiful. Imagine this beautiful combination of purifying their life, you know, getting rid of any of these lingering bad energies from other situations or other people, so that they can finally unite with you in a way that is real, okay, in a way that is actually very emotionally satisfying, that actually does feel like it is a new emotional beginning with this Ace of Water. So let's go in deeper. What else would they say to you? Like, what else have they realized that they would like to actually express to you through words? Okay, being away from you hurts like hell. I didn't realize it would be this difficult. Yeah. So this is definitely a special message for those of you who are in some form of separation at this time, right? You may have had to, you know, separate yourself from this energy, especially if you have felt that there's definitely a blocking energy coming here from some sort of a lingering ex, or some sort of an energy, even a third party that is still kind of making demands upon your person or this situation. Time has brought me clarity about us. I made the wrong choices. Absolutely. That absolutely makes sense too, right? So there's definitely here issues about the choices that were made between the two of you and this connection. What has gone on with the type of choices that were being made? And that's going to be really, really important here. Especially with them realizing that they made the wrong choices. And now it's time, okay, are you going to make the right ones here? Are you finally ready to stop this round and round? Because there's definitely a cycle of repetition, right? That may have caused some sort of a rift or rupture here between the two of you. There's a cycle of repetition here that definitely needs to be broken, right? And that repetition has very much to do with these wrong choices. And then this one, I still feel connected to you, but I've waited too long to reach out. Is it too late for us? Okay, so that's a special message for those of you who, whatever this situation was, and I can feel that this situation right here was extremely aggravating, right? Was extremely difficult. And so for some of you, you know, you or your person may have had to step away because of this situation, because the repetition of cycles here that were definitely toxic, that were not good, that needed to be broken through this purification right here. So this tells us that your person is still feeling this connection, okay? So let's take a look at what else have they realized and what actions would they like to take next here. Yeah, beautiful. Yep. Wow, okay. So this is lovely. See, look at the realizations that are coming through for your person. So there is a beautiful spiritual awakening here that your person is going through. Look at this awakening. Realization, progress. Your time is, Your twin is awakening to your connection. So remember, this doesn't have to be twin flame. That's just a label. This is about you and the person that you love. So there is an awakening here that is going on. That is beautiful. And look at this. It has everything to do with their inner child. And this is so amazing because what I've really been seeing and feeling a lot right now, globally, is that there is an awakening going on, guys. There's a beautiful awakening going on throughout the world right now, where souls are ready to awaken, right, to their own journey, to their own spiritual expansion. And it has everything to do with doing this inner child work, as in healing those aspects of our childhood that we may have repressed, right? Any kind of negativity, bad experiences, fears, issues that have come up. It's so much linked to those inner child wounds. And once we heal those wounds, we can definitely get out of these kind of toxic situations, because most of the time, the reason why we are stuck in these situations is because they are triggering something within us that sometimes we are not aware of until we awaken and dig deeper, until we are ready to go in deep within ourselves to see and to heal what these wounds are. And once we become aware, once we've awakened to them and we become aware and we start healing this aspect of ourselves, there's nothing but blessings. As in, that is the greatest blessing of all, because that is what is going to clear this energy. That is what's going to clear the path between you and your beloved, because it's going to stop this cycle, this round and round cycle, right? This round and round cycle is all about the negativity. It's all about the inner child wounds that are living within us. If they are unresolved, if we don't understand what they are, if we have just repressed them, then we are only going to behave in ways that reflect our own self-worth. So if your person is feeling, because of these things, and it seems like they are, right? If they have a low sense of self-worth, if they have not healed these wounds, then obviously they're going to allow themselves to again and again be susceptible to these type of people, right? People who are there as a reminder of how they feel about themselves, as in people who treat them poorly because they themselves feel like they are not worthy of more, of better, right? So I feel that your person is definitely going through a spiritual awakening here. They are definitely coming into this healing energy with their inner child. They are going to start seeing the blessings of all of this, and they are working it through. Okay, they are working it through. It is a process. So let me know what you thought of this reading in the comments below. If you'd like to have a personal reading or order any of these oracle decks that I've created for you, all of the links are in the box below. If you haven't already, make sure that you like and subscribe. It means so much to me. And thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next video. My beautiful group 3 who chose Angel of Strength, here is your reading on what your person has realized about this connection. So we're going to start with your tarot. We have the Ace of Fire or Ace of Wands. Beautiful. Ooh, Fortune's Wheel, Wheel of Fortune. And ooh, the 10 of Wands in reverse. The 10 of Fire here coming up in reverse. Wow. All right. Amazing energy here, guys. I'm loving this already. So this to me is indicating a lot of energy of change, energy of flow, and energy of being unstuck. Okay, so this is a really great thing. For those of you who feel that your situation, your connection has been stuck for some time, there is definitely movement movement that is coming, because your person is starting to come out of a funk. See, I feel like with this energy right here, your person has definitely been in some sort of a shutdown energy. And that is why I feel that for many of you, there has definitely been a lot of struggle and maybe even some sort of a separation because of this stuck energy. With this 10 of fire in reverse, definitely your person has, with this 10 of wands, there's definitely been things going on in their life that have been very, very difficult for them. There's been a lot of things that they have been feeling burdened with, right? Because we're getting this 10 of wands energy in reverse. The great thing about this is that they are working through those issues. So I feel definitely that your person has been feeling the weight of a lot of things in their life, at least for the past 6 months or so. They got to a point where they really did hit rock bottom. Okay, they kind of got to a point where they're like, I cannot deal with these things anymore. It was definitely a very difficult karmic cycle that they were going through. So within that cycle, they felt that they were kind of being attacked from all angles by life. You know how sometimes we just get into a certain phase in our life where nothing seems to go right? That is the energy that I'm feeling from your person. Like they were feeling like, why am I being attacked? Not by you, but attacked by life circumstances, right? Life situations where it's like, you know, like that idea of like anything that can go wrong will go wrong. And it's very much like that Murphy's Law kind of thing, right? So I feel like they had gotten themselves into a particular mindset. It's almost like it was a self-fulfilling prophecy. There was something within their mindset, at least in this past 6 months, where it's almost like they expected things to go wrong. And because they expected it, they did go wrong. So that Murphy's Law really did play out in their life. And unfortunately, it's like they didn't realize that until it was a bit too late and things kind of blew up in their face. So that is why they were coming into, for a while, that 10 of wands energy, right? Where they felt like they were literally hitting rock bottom. But the good thing here is what I feel that they have realized is they eventually saw the mistakes that they made. Okay, so they eventually saw that there were certain decisions that they made, certain actions that they took from a more negative place, as in they weren't really taking actions in their life or taking decisions in their life from a place of feeling centered or empowered. Okay, so there was a lot of lack energy here. So a lot of the actions that they were taking were coming from lack and from fear. And you know what? That's normal too. You know, we're all human. You know, none of us are perfect. We all deal with daily struggles with fear and scarcity and lack. That's very common for everybody. But I feel like your person was definitely going through a very specific cycle of that being a bit more so than it should be, right? There was a lot of fear and lack that they were dealing with. And this may have actually come from some sort of a, some sort of a financial burden, as well as a life burden. So as in there was something for some of you, they may have actually lost their jobs, or maybe struggling in their business, or there was some sort of a financial struggle here that kind of tipped it off, like that got them started down on a path of feeling very negative and feeling like they're in kind of like a scarcity mindset. So that may have just been the catalyst, right? Sometimes you have one thing that serves as a catalyst that makes you kind of feel like things are snowballing in your life, right? So first it starts off with like, you know, not getting a promotion that you wanted, or not getting the job that you wanted, or losing the job that you have, or, feeling really slow in your business, right? Feeling like, why am I not getting clients and customers, like that kind of stuff. But that because that puts you already in a negative type of energy, it tends to snowball, right? So now you're starting to see, okay, well, that lack, that scarcity that I'm feeling, I'm also feeling in my relationships, right? I'm not feeling happy. I'm not feeling fulfilled. So I feel like your person got to a point where everything kind of just snowballed in their life, and they were definitely in that 10 of Wands energy. But here's the good thing. They've realized that it's time to take control. It's time to do things differently, Ace of Fire. This is beautiful. So the big realization here is that, okay, I've wallowed in my misery for a while now, and that's okay. I've wallowed. I'm going to let myself wallow. I've let a lot of things out of my control, kind of snowball around me, but I'm not going to do it anymore. It's time to take control. Ace of Wands. It's time to start doing things differently. This is a beautiful thing. So I feel that there's a very strong energy here of this realization, and now they are definitely coming out of that 10 of Wands. Like, they no longer want to wallow in any kind of scarcity or self-pity that they've been feeling. They've kind of let themselves do it for a while now, and they're ready to come out of it. And in a way, it's like, you can't flip the switch for people, right? They have to kind of go through that process on their own. So you may be feeling like, wow, this, my person, I love them very much, but they have been stuck in a really bad energy and I haven't been able to help them. Well, yeah, it's true. It's very hard to do that, right? You may have said everything you could. You may have been very, very supportive. You may have done everything you can, but you couldn't flip that switch for them. But the good news here is that they are flipping the switch for themselves. This is fantastic news, because I feel like they're kind of fed up with this 10 of Wands. They're done. Okay, they're done with the wallowing. They're done with the negativity. They don't want to be in this place anymore. And what's happening is that they're starting to now make different decisions. They're starting to take different actions. And that is why they're getting this beautiful Fortune's Wheel. I love this. What a beautiful card. I love the artistry of it and the positivity of it, which is that because your person has realized that they have let themselves down, and I'm sure they have let you down as well in this process, it's time for a change. It's time for this wheel to turn. They're coming out of that bad phase, turning a corner into a new direction. So let's look at what else they've realized. Oh, look at that. See? Amazing. I love it. See? Beautiful. What else have they realized about you and this connection? Yeah, lovely. Okay, isn't this fantastic? So what they're doing, and I'm loving this, look at this, to be fair. Okay, to be fair and calling in your soulmate. Beautiful. So one of the things that they've realized, that in this process, whatever has been this very negative energy time that they have been wallowing in, they have realized that they were not fair to you. So whatever this bad phase has been that the two of you may have been going through, because your person was not able to manage themselves out of that 10 of Wands energy, because they were feeling like everything is kind of coming down upon them, and there was a bit of that victim mentality that they're now coming out of. They're realizing that in this process they were absolutely not fair to you, because you are their soulmate. You are their twin flame, your beloved, however which way you see it. The love that they have for you is very, very deep. And now there is an energy of regret here about the ways in which they may have either distanced themselves from you, or pushed you away somehow, or turned you off somehow because of their own negativity. And a bit of selfish energy as well. Right? There's a bit of selfish energy here of them kind of wallowing in their own complaints, or in their own just not being able to see past themselves. So they realize now that they weren't fair and that they did not treat you as the soulmate as you really are to them. And so they are looking for a new beginning. There's a dawn now that is coming through from the darkness, because definitely with that 10 of fire energy, there's a lot of darkness surrounding them and this connection. So there's a dark night of the soul journey that was definitely going on here. But look at this, they are finally coming back into the dawn. The realization is there that it is time. And what I love about this, look at the beauty of this energy together, right? That the dawn, the new beginning is coming with this wheel of fortune. Okay, so this karmic cycle is now shifting for them and for you together. So this is very powerful energy. And one of the things that I feel is going to be really important now for both of you in order to shift into this new reality, shift into this much better place, much better thinking place, much better feeling place for both of you, is that you guys are going to now be focusing on the present. Because I do feel that right now the most powerful place for both of you to be is in the present moment. As in, there's going to be a point here at which there will be a conversation where do you decide to continue to kind of wallow in the past and be in an energy, a low vibration energy of just kind of being stuck. I feel that there's also going to be a question that here is posed to you, as in, do you want to give this person another chance if there's been a separation? Because there may have been a lot of hurtful things that have gone on here. So in the present moment, what is the decision? Do you want to give this person a second chance, this relationship another chance, and to really focus in on the present and let go of the past, of whatever has happened before this wheel has turned, right? Because these are all energies. I mean, lots of powerful energies here of a new beginning. All of these, right? But the question is going to be, is this a new beginning that you truly want? Are you open to this new beginning? And don't let, I'm feeling very strongly here, don't let this person pressure you. Because if you've been in some form of separation, I'm feeling they may come back to you very fast and furious. They may come back to you saying, you're my soulmate, you're my everything, I wasn't fair to you, can you give me another chance? But they may also try to pressure you in some way. Because I'm feeling that if you're not feeling this, then you stand firm for yourself. Don't feel pressured by this person. That just because, oh, now the time is right for them and they all want it, that it has to be right for you too, right? Like it doesn't just have to be what is right for them. Even if their intentions are good, even if they love you, all of that stuff is fine. But you don't want them to come fast and furious into your life saying, okay, all's well with me now, all's fine with me now, can we be together? What about your feelings? What about your timing? What about what is right for you? So I feel like Spirit is saying here, in the present moment, you take your time, or you decide what it is that you want, right? And don't buy into any kind of pressure that this person may put on you, because I'm not saying that it's coming from a bad place, or they're wrong, or their their intentions are bad. No, it's more about, you don't want to be pressured into something because it's right for them, it's the right moment for them, because it has to be about both of you, right? So let's take a look at what else have they realized that they would like to maybe verbalize to you in words, right? What would they say to you? Would I be rejected if I contacted you? Do you still want me? See, this is what I mean. So if you've been in some form of separation or struggle, this person is really, really like, they're coming in fast. Okay, they may be coming in fast with some communication here. You may be getting some really quick communication, and you may be getting them wanting to, go back to the way it was, or like wanting to rekindle this whole thing up pretty quickly. My memories of you haunt me and keep me thinking about what could have been. See? So you are definitely on their mind. You are on their mind, in their heart. There is a very, very strong energy here of them wanting to come back into this connection, especially if there's been a struggle or separation. My heart always, see, comes back to you. Even when I don't want it to. Okay, so again, a lot of energy here of longing, of seeking reunion, of seeking connection with you, coming out of a phase of kind of inner turmoil, coming out of a phase of being stuck. So I feel like there's definitely an energy of extremes that is coming through here. Like on the one hand, they were in this extreme shutdown with that 10 of Wands, right? Like, ooh, I'm so shut down. Oh, I just can't do this. My life sucks. I'm just being pounded and hounded on every aspect of my life. I'm just done. Like there's a lot of that. And then there's this energy of, okay, I've turned the corner and now I'm in a rush to make it happen. So there's a lot of this energy of going from one extreme to another, right? The extreme of I'm shut down to the extreme of, oh, I'm so motivated. I'm so motivated. I've got to make this happen now. So that's something about your person that you may also want to think about and consider, right? As you think about what you want next from this connection. So let's take a look at what else they've realized and what actions they may need to take. Yeah, see? Wow. Wow. Okay, so it's so clear here, guys. So we're getting the energy again of really, really big new beginnings, right? Again, this person wants a fresh start with you. They're going to come in fast and furious into this fresh start. Now, the question is going to be like what I just said. You're going to have to decide for yourself if they are balanced enough, if you like balance, because again, this is somebody who can be a bit extreme. They can be extremely shut down or extremely on fire, like extremely motivated to take action. And you have to determine whether they have found some sort of balance between those two energies. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with these opposite extremes? Or do you need them to be more balanced? And if so, can they show you that they are open to that? Like this fertility is about creating this balance. It's about creating something new here in this relationship, in this connection that is going to serve you both. Bringing a balance of fresh, new growth, new ideas, planting the seed that we don't have to be on these opposite extremes. We can give each other the gift of balance if we agree to work it out this way. So this is going to be a conversation for sure that you guys are going to have about what is it that is going to work for both of you, not just for that person, but for you as well. So let me know what you thought of your reading in the comment box below. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or order any of these oracle decks that I've created for you, all of the links are also in the box below. If you haven't already, please do make sure to give this video a thumbs up and to subscribe. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all on the next video.